Hi, my name's Matt Young. Welcome back. Before we start today's meditation on making friends with your mind, I have a quick question for you. What happens when you're told not to think? Quite often, you'll immediately start thinking. Thoughts like, how can I stop thinking? What should I not think about? Hang on, I'm thinking right now. Psychologists call this ironic rebound, and it provides a very important lesson for meditators. The more you try to stop thinking, the more thoughts you'll have. Consider this whenever you're tempted to swat a thought away, or when you're irritated by the thoughts you're having. And now, take a few moments to settle in. You don't need to try to relax or slow your thoughts down. Instead, just get a sense of what's going on. If your brain were a city, what would the traffic be like? Gridlocked and snarling? Light and free-flowing? Unhurried or impatient? Perhaps there's not much thinking going on at all. Maybe you're just aware of the rhythm of your breath. Or the simple pleasure of sitting still. Or the sense of relief that comes when you let yourself take some time out. Take some time to savor any of these experiences. Perhaps enjoying a softening of the body from head to toe. You might let yourself be overcome by a heaviness in the muscles, submitting to that gentle downward pull. What's asking for your attention right now? Does your mind feel like it's jumping from place to place? Or does it rest on one thing for a while? Take some time to get to know how it moves. You may find it occupied by worries and concerns. And perhaps your brain wants to update you on all the things you have to do. Or you may find it surprisingly quiet. Maybe you just feel dull and drowsy, aware of the tiredness in your body, or some emotion or discomfort making itself known. As a general rule, it's best not to suppress anything. Trying to feel less anxious or less sleepy or less restless isn't usually helpful. Instead, do your best to remain curious. Let everything be okay. A quiet mind is more likely to emerge when you acknowledge and validate whatever it is that you're experiencing. Remember, a meditation is not a test. A busy mind isn't a sign that things are going wrong. Before continuing, notice what parts of your body hold the most tension. Is your jaw as loose as it could be? Could the breath flow more easily through the belly? Can you let your shoulders drop a bit each time you breathe out? And would you feel more comfortable if you sat up or lay down? Could you continue with a slightly more carefree attitude? Trusting that things will slow down of their own accord. And that you could probably apply a little less effort. Proceeding as though you were asleep or unconscious, and that everything was out of your control, not worth bothering about. And you may find yourself just noticing various sounds, and becoming aware of the parts of your body that feel the most comfortable. And you can let the breath soothe and calm your muscles, as though you were being gently massaged from the inside out. Attending to these sensory pleasures, you may notice that your thoughts seem a little less intrusive. They may not have vanished completely, but that's okay. Can you remember what you were thinking about when the meditation began? And if you're thinking now, what do you think the purpose of that thinking is? Do your worries help you to feel better prepared? Do your plans instill a sense of confidence? Perhaps you've been rehearsing a conversation. Maybe you've been catastrophizing. You may find that you feel a little more at ease once you've identified precisely what's going on in your head. And as we prepare to conclude, take a few moments to rest. Appreciate all that you can hear and feel. Drop any need to feel more relaxed. Allow yourself to feel however you feel. These attitudes usually support a subtle sense of comfort. And so that's it for today. Listen in to session 3 for tips on how to make thoughts still easier to tolerate.